Good morning, everybody. My name is Bart Winkler. This is the Bart Winkler Show. We've got a lot for you on this episode, this podcast episode. I will be talking Packers with the boys and girls, and then we will transition into Bucks. If you're just on the Dan Shaney YouTube stream, this is the Packer one. There will be a separate Buck stream for their game on Sunday. So we're going to have both games covered on this episode, and we will start with the Green Bay Packers, who are, with apologies to Dan Shaney's kids, they are fucking terrible. The team is bad. They are not good. There are very few redeeming qualities to this team, and this is bad. This is bad. The Badgers lose 24-10, and we kind of feel okay about it. Like, they lose 24-10, and it's like, hey, Packers lose 24-10, and they should be embarrassed to show their faces around Green Bay. I don't know if they've got any food drives or we surprised by your groceries or whatever. But they need to stay in their houses. If they are in a neighborhood that does trick or treating, they should just put a a bucket out and just let the kids fucking take the candy, because they cannot be in public for a while. I'm Bart Winkler. Matt in the Falls is here right away and ready to go. Matt, how are you?
I'm all right. This is about what I expected. I did not write this victory in blood, like some people that I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels like. Oh, that never mind. That was Giannis and Dame and stuff that I was conflicted about. Now I'm conflicted about. I don't think Jordan Love is that bad. I think he's definitely making some mistakes, some bad mistakes, but I don't think he is that bad. I think that the things around him are bad, and it's very hard for him to, it's very hard for him to be good right now.
Well, again, and this is kind of the theme, they set this up where they build a roster around him that is a bunch of guys trying to learn as he learns. And if that's going to be the case, you're going to get moments where Jaden Reed had a football in his hand and it got picked away from him. You're going to have moments where Luke Musgrave can't catch a football. You're going to have moments where Christian Watson is not that good. I don't know what we thought we saw in him. He's been bad. And like the thing that I'm noticing is when I go to make a post on X, is what happens is I'll say something sort of in defense of Jordan Love, or just saying like it's not, and it's the same people. So clearly there are camps of people that have made their decision. He sucks. And there are people like me who still want to give him the benefit of the doubt and thinks he deserves it. They built a roster that was very, very bad. They built
Your
a
son
roster.
is on top of the stairs. Yes.
They built my family's back
Outside?
from trick or treating. They're back from trick or treating, which I did partake in for a little bit. But they built a roster that is downright horrendous. And you're asking Jordan Love to show some things with this roster. Now, one thing that does trouble me as a Jordan Love supporter is I see Will Levis come in there and throw touchdowns. I see Tyson Bagent come in with no experience and win a game. So I get a little like worrisome that we haven't seen more. But then again, if he had a better competent and capable players, it's very conflicting. The Packers have not provided a team where we can say a definitive answer on Jordan Love. It's all like blue dress, white dress. It's like whatever your eyes see, that's what you're being told in your brain, when the answer is who knows what the answer is.
That's right. Like, I mean, the drops were bad today. He had several throws that were just right outside of the, of where they needed to be. The offensive line was not very good. So like change those couple things that are easily correctable, or hopefully easily correctable. And, things aren't that bad. The defense wasn't great. Just wasn't. like I see him make some plays. It's like, wow, that was a pretty good play. Like not a lot of guys can make that play, but then he's making bad throws and he's making bad decisions, and he looks like a rookie, but he kind of is.
I want to read some comments here. I want to do better on the comments.
Somebody else hop in. I know you're out there.
I got a couple people we'll bring in just 2 seconds. Mike says change play caller.
No, back to my voicemail. No, if we change play caller, we fire LaFleur.
Mr. I'm Still Dead says, good thing I have the Diamondbacks to help me forget the Packers for a while. You are the only one on earth who can speak that sentence. There is no other Diamondback Packer fan out there. Maybe Cone. Fire Joe Barry after the game. That's from Mike. John says, Will Levis, a rookie looking like a stud. Can't get that production from. But again, Levis kind of underthrew a ball, and DeAndre Hopkins caught it. So we don't have DeAndre Hopkins. The closest thing we could have had to DeAndre Hopkins was Devontae Adams, who Rodgers planted in his ear how fun it is to get traded. Not enough people are talking about that. Ken says a lot of words, of which I'm not even comfortable saying some of these. Wow.
I should check those out.
This is quite the comment. Please go to the Dan Shaney YouTube to see some of the words that Ken is saying in all caps. Even words that I stay away from. Incredible.
Only a couple that are really bad, and not. I mean, for radio.
Yeah, I'm not saying that one.
See you next Tuesday.
Chuck says another good game to take some Happy Place hemp gummies. Absolutely, happyplacehemp.com. Scott says skull, but spells it wrong.
Baroo.
Lisa says Jordan Love isn't bad. He's fucking terrible. Lisa, this is my friend that texted me a few weeks ago that says I think Jordan Love might be fine at best. And now she says, Lisa. Jake is here. And Sam from Sussex is in the back seat of a trunk, I think. What kind of
and blink twice if you've been kidnapped.
Sam, were you at the game? Sam must have been at the game.
Jake is doing incline press. What's going on here?
Oh, hold on. All right, you were at a bar and now you're driving home.
Jake, what is going on here?
I'm trying to do some hamstring curls, but it's not working out for me.
Leg day today. Professional timeout. I'm trying to talk to Sam. Matt's talking to Jake.
Well, look at this.
Well, I know, because all you guys think that jumping in on I don't need. This isn't a place to come multitask. Don't be on a show while you're doing a deadlift.
I was waiting to get off the machine until I got brought on. So you're welcome.
Okay. Well, first of all, you get your fucking squats in. Let me get Sam's point of view as he's in his vehicle. Sam?
I don't know. It was maybe one of the worst games I've ever watched. LaFleur, how hot is LaFleur's seat right now? I mean, I have no faith left in him. It's so uninspiring to watch our play calls. We get a turnover and we have some momentum, and what do? We run AJ Dillon right at the tackles. It's like, how are we supposed to get any excitement going?
Could you in the bar here in the fourth quarter when Jonathan Vilma is like, I don't understand why fans are booing. They got 3 timeouts. But if Jonathan Vilma doesn't understand why fans are booing an AJ Dillon 1-yard run, then he needs to do more prep work.
And he's called a few of our games already, so he should know. But it was funny because we were in a different room. There was 2 rooms in the bar, and the room we were in, the game was on a Roku, so we had like a 15-second delay. So I knew every drop happened before we even got to see the play. So I was actually able to prepare myself, which was kind of nice. But
the other room, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, how does a bar not have equal TV time?
I don't know. It was a cigar bar, so but
fancy.
Still. No seats in that one. I guess that would make sense why they all sat there first. I'm not a regular there, so I had to learn.
Was it nice ash?
No, it was not.
Well,
Premier Cigar in Brookfield.
Cigars.
Premier Cigar in Brookfield?
No, Lake Country Cigars in Delafield.
Oh, Delafield. Jeez.
Wow.
Had to meet my buddy halfway from Madison, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else, Sam?
I don't think it's like Matt said. I don't think Love's that bad. We had a lot of balls going in and out of guys' hands, and I don't know. It just hurts to watch right now. It's a lot of growing pains that we shouldn't have.
There was a pass that he threw to Aaron Jones in the flat that I thought he sailed, but then Jones probably could have caught that one. I don't like when he throws deep because they never seem to be completed, but that's not always his fault.
They're like a hair too long every time, so I don't know.
These guys can't fucking catch.
No.
Like our receivers cannot catch. They can't. Musgrave cannot catch.
Yeah.
Watson cannot catch. They can't catch. We all want them to be good and we all like them, but you're trying to mold these guys along together. They can't catch. It's a problem.
It's a huge.
Jake,
problem.
don't you own this fitness place? Go in the back.
Jake,
You're
your
doing-
thoughts? Jake.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was weird. I had to
Check
switch
this
my
one out on
headphones
the
off
Dan
because those are
Shaney YouTube
garbage.
stream, folks.
Yeah, no kidding. Jake's
just
on like
wandering
every
around
other
the
show,
gym.
and he's like forgetting how to work this.
Well, it's just that kind of day. All right. First things first. Let's just show this off right there. That's what it's all about right there. I'll save that for later. Now, I want to address Lisa and other fans like Lisa. Okay, so if you can
Be nice. She is one of my oldest friends.
Oh, well, that's perfect then.
Like
She's
I
about to
knew
get
her
some
since
tough
I was
love.
5.
How old is she?
Well, yeah.
Matt, are you single?
What?
You just asked how old she was?
Yeah, because Bart says she's one of my oldest friends. So like she could be like 90 years old. Get it?
I caught the
Well,
joke.
Lisa, you're going to be a proxy for a lot of casual Packer fans because that's what you are. If you can watch these games so far and definitively say you think Jordan Love is fucking terrible, you either just have way too many biases, you're an Aaron Rodgers nut hugger, or you're just fucking terrible at watching football and sports. So it's one of those three things. I'm not saying Jordan Love is setting the world on fire. What Jordan Love is doing is he's a first-year quarterback who is growing with his team. Now, this is a kid that is unfairly being compared to Aaron Rodgers, who, by the way, won 6 games in his first year and also inherited an actual NFL offense, whereas Jordan Love is being forced to grow with all these young guys. And to be honest with you, I like their young receivers. I think they're young. They're raw. It's going to take them a little bit of time, get the route trees down, learn the speed of the game, but they're growing along with Jordan. I think they have a great mix of skills with Reed, Watson, and Dubs. It's just going to take time. Unfortunately, that's not something that a lot of people have patience in this era. It's like they want it now. They want Jordan to be Aaron Rodgers, and it's just not going to happen, especially when Jordan Love is carrying around the boat anchor that is Matt LaFleur's pea-sized brain and his like fragile ego. He's an awful coach. He hires awful coaches. Senovich, Barry, LaFleur, they all need to be fired into the sun. Okay? I've been calling for Yacht Nyman to play. They get him in the game. They start moving the ball. He commits one penalty. Boom, he's gone. They put in Walker. What happens? Another penalty. This coaching staff, they are the ones that should be taking the brunt of the failure of this team. Now, I got into a big argument with all of my brother-in-laws during the game. They're losing their minds. And I'm like, guys, this is a Packers team. They've been a contender for the better part of 30 years. When you keep kicking the can down the road because you're going for it every year with your highly paid quarterback and or highest paid quarterback, eventually you have to pay that toll. You can't keep kicking it. This is what happens. They're going to have a bad year. They might have a mediocre year next year. And then the year after that, they're going to be fucking winning the division again and starting to build towards another championship level contender. It's what happened. They didn't win another Super Bowl. They didn't get to another Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. It was never a talent issue. They always had the talent to get there.
You look
They
like
choked.
you look like you're as close to crying as Matt LaFleur is.
Comment section's hilarious right now.
I'm angry. Hey, if there's tears coming out, there's tears of rage. And it's mostly for stupid fucking casual Packers fans who are some of the worst fans in sports. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. I love the Packers. The fan base can go fuck themselves. Matt, much respect to you for wearing your Jordan Love jersey last week. I got mine. I'm going to put it back on because I do support the team, man. I'm going to rock the G no matter what. The next relevant time for Green Bay is going to be in, I don't know if the draft is in April or May. That's what we should be focused on right now, because right now they're a team that needs to take their lumps and they need to fire this fucking coaching staff into the sun.
All right, Jake. I'm going to read some more comments here if you guys don't mind.
All right, I'll see you after Dame time. I love you.
All right, yeah, we'll talk after the Bucks.
Forgot about that.
Matt in the Falls is here. Sam from Sussex is here. Isaiah says, do we have to sit through 10 more games of Jordan Love?
It's not that bad.
It's not Love.
Are you clicking a pen or something?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Apparently nobody here remembers Brett Hundley. That was
Or
bad.
Deshaun Kaiser.
Jordan Love is noticeably better than Brett Hundley. So come on.
Yeah, that I think I'll agree with. Again, I'm staying on Love, and I'm judging him after the season.
At least the season.
And I need better. These receivers are they are bad. Here, let me bring in Downtown Billy. Also, Downtown Billy.
BTB.
I'll get to you. Let me just read some more comments. It's all bad around Love, agreed, but he's still missing easy layup throws with no progression. That's worrisome. That's from Jake. C Nips 20. Yes, the wide receiver play is not good, but Love isn't the guy. He cannot accurately throw the ball downfield 15 yards. Jerry says he's one of the most composed first-year starters I've ever seen. Lori says, hi, Bart. Lori, a big fan of the Mornings with Bart era and K107.1, which is in a better place since I left it, just like WKBT, apparently.
God bless you, Lori.
Packer fan 1993 says, keep loving for the season. Bring him back next season and see what he learned, although she wrote session instead of season. Zach says, tank for Drake. Dan says, not Love's fault at all. Lisa responds, in fairness to Love, whom I think is awful, the whole offense is bad. How can people continue to talk about how bad the defense is when they are stuck on the field for so long? The defense is bad because Joe Barry's an idiot. The defense should actually be better than this, but Joe Barry sucks. That being said, they're not why the Packers are losing. What also blows is that the defense is on the field forever, and so we never see our offense. We got a combination of an offense that continues to go 3 and out, and then a defense that is the worst fourth down defense in the league. And I don't know the stat on this, but they're dog shit on third down too. So you have Barry's defense, which is, again, they're better with somebody else. And then the offense never has the ball. And these games are excruciating to watch at this point. I did admit on X today that it is true. I never thought it was true. And I still argue that playoff pain, we know a level of playoff pain that other teams do not know and will not trade for. But we have been spoiled because they suck. Downtown Billy, talk to me.
I was very much in the party of getting Rodgers out of here, bringing in Jordan Love. I was wrong. This roster is hot garbage. I genuinely think if Rodgers was the QB, that we would all be calling for Joe Barry to be hitting the road, because that would be the glaring problem on this team. Really tough to blame the defense when the quarterback, the receiver, the offensive play calling is all the absolute worst in the league, frankly. I would rather have Jordan Love than a lot of these other QBs. It's tough to have him develop when he has absolutely no help around him. This receiving core is absolutely awful. I'm calling for Matt LaFleur's head. I'd love for him to get fired at the end of the season. That being said, I don't really know what this team looks like for Jordan Love without having Matt LaFleur calling the plays. That's the only professional football scheme that he knows. How quickly he could turn that around, who knows? But bottom line is, I think it's time to admit that we were wrong in calling for Rodgers to get out of here. I don't think Love was the answer.
Oh, I've been told by Blessed Union of Souls for all those years that Love is the answer, that Love will find a way. But if that's not the case, so I had one buddy text me, the Titans won and the Giants won. So the Packers currently sit at the number 5 spot for the 2024 NFL draft. When this team gets a top 5 pick, does anyone feel confident that Good is going to get it right? That's from Dinkman. We could be in a situation. When do we have the draft? 2025? Do we have the draft in 2025?
I believe so.
Is it possible that when we have the draft in 2025, we're drafting first?
Very possible.
I'm going to get.
No.
I don't know how you can trust Gutekunst with that top of a pick.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do it. That's the obvious answer. I don't think he would do it.
All right, so I got Man in the Falls here. I got Sam in Sussex. I got Downtown Billy. Here's Cute Video Game Guy 69.
Is this the video game section? Get these Packer guys out of here. We're going to talk business.
Is this your
Is
boy,
he wearing
man?
a Packers hat?
Yeah, man, custom made. You guys got custom made shit or no? Am I allowed to swear on here?
Matt, is this your boy?
Maybe. We'll see.
What's up, man?
Bring me out for the video game section. We got serious sports to talk.
Well, I just bought Madden.
You bought Madden? That's
Yeah.
a video game. That counts.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the new Diablo season?
I don't even know what that is.
We'll talk about in the video game section. Talk about your little love and your, Jordan, and then we'll get to the video game section when we're good and ready. All these other bozos aren't looking at me like I'm crazy.
I don't think we're doing video games tonight.
Oh, well, hit me up on the snap when you're ready.
Okay,
Ping
I will.
pouch, keep cool.
I will. Do you want to stay in case we talk video games or no?
Oh, yeah, I'll bring it up sporadically.
All right, because I'm also going to go 6 wide.
Let's go.
We've got boots on the ground at Lambeau Field. Tony, in Texas.
Oh, Tony.
Hey, who's breaking down mock drafts? Who's with me?
Let's do it.
I think it's time.
It's time. Bart, this reminds me of when the Bucks were trying to win under Herb Cole. Scott Skiles might have been the coach, and they just found ways to lose, and they eventually got the number 2 pick in the draft. This is incredible. What a mess. The fans were asking for Sean Clifford to be the quarterback. It's getting bad here in Packerland.
Like in the stadium, people were talking about Sean Clifford?
Yeah.
Why does anyone want to see? Why does anyone with a brain? Why does anyone think Sean Clifford's going to be better than this? Well, there's no chance.
But there's no any kind of history with him, so they're like, well, enough of Jordan Love. Let's move on to the next guy.
But that's not the problem.
I'm just telling you what I heard in the stands, Bart. I'm just reporting the news.
If you could replace guys on this team, I'm replacing a lot of other guys before I replace Jordan Love.
Jair Alexander, gone.
Well, yeah, he kind of stinks.
Kenny Clark,
He got cooked.
gone. Aaron Jones, gone.
Blow it up.
Trade them all. Let's do it all. Let's do it all over again.
Let's get even younger.
I know one.
Let's get even younger.
And who do you want for your next head coach? Where do you go? Do you
Amon
go with
Green.
Jim Harbaugh? Jim Harbaugh?
Amon Green.
We can, if you want to add in video games, he's a great esports coach at my alma mater.
Ooh.
Yeah, would you play as this is the real question, guys. Peace, quiet. Would you play as Jordan Love in Madden?
Well, this is what's great. Let me tell you this.
I need an answer.
Okay, we got some video game content.
Yeah, I would scramble with him a lot.
No, we got some video game content. He's not that fast. First of all, I tried scrambling. I tried an option. He wasn't that
Talked
fast.
to Mark Chimura a couple days ago.
You got to level him up?
I played with the Packers. I like to take a shitty team, and finally I can take the Packers because we're a shitty team. But Jordan Love's on the video game. I was throwing. Everything was fine. And then there was one play where I had Musgrave over the middle, and I threw to him. And I threw to him perfect. I know I did. But the ball, like in midair, went like the bullet that hit JFK, and just fucking zigged over here because the video game wouldn't let me. Jordan Love was playing too good for the video game. And so he threw an interception.
What's your streaming schedule like?
I don't
For,
pay for online
ads.
PlayStation. I don't stream.
Oh, we got to change that. Hit me on the Snapchat. We're gonna get you in the
Are we friends on Snapchat?
We're about to be.
Who the fuck uses Snapchat?
Everybody. What are you, 14?
What are you, 14?
No, 14. They use Insta or whatever it's called. We use Snapchat. Me and you. Remember?
Old guys like us?
Old guys like us.
No, I use X.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. I've
Xer.
taken some a couple times, man. It makes you feel good, don't it?
Not as good as happyplacehemp.com. Happy Place Hemp promo code BART, 25% off all the CBD gummies, all the THC gummies, the Delta 8s, the Delta 9s. Get your gummies today. Get your gummies here. Gummies, get your gummies.
Where's the link?
happyplacehemp.com. Promo code BART at checkout. Are we going to buy some live? This is a bit chaotic for my liking. Who else would like to speak? Sam, you got anything else?
No, we need to get a veteran wide receiver. You know, a Julio Jones. We're at the
What? You don't need
Julio Jones.
You don't need Julio Jones.
just to teach the guys something.
Julio Jones.
We don't need him to be the number one. We just need a guy with experience in there, tell him what to do
Man.
or what to learn.
That's why they have a position coach, sir.
Is Antonio Gates
And
available?
how's that working?
Why don't we get Randall Cobb back? He was a healthy scratch today.
Oh,
Oh God, that was funny.
The Jets trade McCole Hardman and then still scratch Randall Cobb. How about that?
that's all I got.
Tony, where are you?
He's at the
Lambeau.
game.
Lambeau.
Yeah, I know. I can see Lambeau, but like you're obviously like in some sort of restaurant lounge, like premium spot, a little elevated. What are you doing? What's going on there?
We're at the Lodge Kohler, Matthew.
I don't know. I've never been there. I just go to the game, turn around, and go home.
Across the street, Lodge Kohler.
What are you sipping on?
I got a little vodka over here.
Hot toddy?
Drink a little vodka. Just relaxing a little bit, trying to look at potential draft picks. You know, I watched the Badgers yesterday. What
That was tough.
This has got to be the worst state of Wisconsin sports offensive football since the mid 80s. Between their offense and this offense, you got air raid in Madison. You got this bullshit that LaFleur is throwing out here. I just don't know where to start with this LaFleur offense. They're not disciplined. There's no you're running plays to without a plan. Like the plays are supposed to set up the next play, but we don't set up the next play. I don't know what the mindset is. Like, why is AJ Dillon? And AJ Dillon wasn't that bad, but what are we doing with that guy? I don't understand. Like, let's go to shotgun on 2nd and 1 with AJ Dillon, 3rd and 1 AJ Dillon. Why go to shotgun on 2nd and 3rd and 1 yard?
AJ Dillon had 6 carries for 11 yards. Aaron Jones had 7 for 29. Your leading rusher today was Jordan Love, 4 for 34, mainly on the scramble for 4th down, in which I think he was almost trying to get injured so that he didn't have to.
And I don't know what was the defensive ranking of the Vikings? Anyone know? Are they considered good?
I don't know. The Vikings, I'll say this, and Kirk Cousins is hurt now, so maybe not.
Yeah.
But I thought the Vikings were going to go to the playoffs. Their schedule is awful. And there's going to be, of one of these teams, Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, the Rams, the Saints, the Buccaneers, and the Commanders. One of those teams is making the playoffs.
Well, it's
just a
not Green
pile
Bay.
of shit.
It's not Green Bay.
All right.
5 wins.
Sam, I think I'm going to drop your feed if you don't mind. We'll talk
Have a good
soon.
one, guys.
All right, hey, let's talk about the offensive side of this football, though, because that's Matt LaFleur's bread and butter. And offensively, again, they only scored 3 points in the first half. We've talked about this last week, Bart, that they cannot get off to good starts in the first half. It's a comedy of errors between penalties, poor play calling, drop balls, passes that are off, no running game. I don't know where to start in that offense, but it is complete shit. That offense is complete shit. I'm not going to put it all on Jordan Love. but Jordan Love does not look like a competent top 20 quarterback in this league. But where do you start on the offense? Where do you regroup? Where do you start? I don't even know.
Well, let's go 6 wide and get some more opinions. I've got Mike G joining the show. Mike G.
How's it going?
And I'm going to bring in Austin.
Feels like the first time.
All right, let's go to Mike G. What are your thoughts?
I want to know why we continuously have to throw for it. When it's 3rd and 16, we're trying to get all of it. Get half of it. You know it's a 4-down territory. You need to get the first down, okay? And we just chuck it into the end zone. And then don't get me started on the left tackle. I can't take that anymore.
Oh,
That
Walker?
Walker. He goes in, terrible, comes out for Nyman, and then all of a sudden he's back in.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur talked about that. He said, just felt like we needed a change.
Oh, did he have to go to the tape and look at the tape again? 'Cause that's what he has to say about everything.
Here's some more Matt LaFleur comments. His opening statement. That was obviously tough to watch. Just way too many mistakes, penalties, drops, not being able to convert on 3rd down. Conversely, not being able to get off the grass on 3rd down. If only there was someone in charge of overseeing all of that.
They got past the 50-yard line once in the first half.
Yeah.
Once. That's pathetic. This is pathetic offensive football. Matt LaFleur, you are the offensive guru. You just the trickle-down effect from what we've seen between Sean McVay down to Matt LaFleur, it's not translating to a successful offensive football. I don't know who said this. It might have been Grant, but it's like when you clone the clone. Maybe it was you, Bart. You clone the clone the clone. It doesn't work. That's what
when you keep cloning a clone.
Yeah, it was you.
The last clone is no longer the first clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've seen that from Shanahan down to LaFleur. It's terrible. It's not working. They obviously need to redo the offensive line. I think Bakhtiari was a kiss of death. When that guy went down, the offensive line has just been in shambles. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball. They can't get first downs. They can't even get to the red zone anymore. They can't even get to the red zone. Think about that. You can't even get to the red zone.
Can I have whoever is watching TV mute the TV? Who's watching TV?
Mike.
Is that Mike G?
Yeah, I got
it.
Mike G. What are you watching? Are you watching the Niners game or the volleyball game?
Niners game.
Oh, you didn't stay for the women's volleyball on Fox afterwards? Oh, man.
That face. Red as a tomato.
Shout out to the hockey
Matt LaFleur on Jordan Love's performance. There are always going to be a couple plays you want back, but also we got to make some plays for him, too. We had like 6 drops. That's going to be hard to overcome. Austin, your thoughts?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What the fuck was going on with the penalties? We're shitting on my boy, J Love, right away? Come on. There's way too much. There's a lot of drops, a lot of penalties. Let's not just go throw this one on Love because he's the quarterback.
No one's doing that, Austin. It's a group effort, but he's.
You just said people in the stands though are calling for Clifford again.
Sure, I'm just
dumbasses. Dumbasses.
I am reporting what I'm hearing, Austin, and this offense is definitely the number one crux to the team's issues. Defensively, they're not good. I get it. Everyone wants to fire Joe Barry. Fine, fire Joe Barry, but Matt LaFleur is the offensive guru. The offense is supposed to be the bread and butter. He brought in his own guy, Jordan Love, which we've all talked about. He was all excited about, but obviously it's not going to work out. And I think the beauty of this draft pick of Jordan Love is Gutekunst is going to get another chance to draft his franchise quarterback, because I think they will try to draft another one next year.
Well, he shouldn't get his chance to draft another fucking quarterback. This is their bed. They made it. Now you play with it and you play it the fuck out.
If Jordan Love doesn't work out, I don't want Gutekunst drafting the next guy.
Exactly.
If we make a decision on Jordan Love at the end of the year that is not the guy, then you need to move on from Brian Gutekunst.
Yep.
It needs to be
100%.
a package situation.
It's up to Mark Murphy, and Mark Murphy will decide what he wants to do.
Because Goody and LaFleur, they were all fist pumping during the COVID show. They wanted this, and they were willing to ride the wave of, Rodgers, LaFleur, whatever, Jordan Love, for this unveiling. And it does suck when it's been like, we've been waiting and waiting to see what it's going to be like. And it does feel like we're still waiting. Matt says if you can call scoring 9 points in the last 5 first halves of football growing, then that's pathetic. This team hasn't shown any signs of growing. And that's another thing that is so things that I will say that I'm concerned about regarding Jordan Love is the high point was week 1. And I'm watching these other quarterbacks come in and play well. And we're not even like seeing that. Now, Will Levis, I only saw a couple plays, but he underthrew one and Hopkins got it. Bagent, we'll watch him on Sunday Night Football, but you shouldn't have a D2 guy. The same defense that stifled our guy, let a D2 guy run all over him. And it's not like there's that much tape on Jordan Love where the Raiders had a great plan. But also our skill guys are worse than the fucking Bears are. So I don't know.
Well, hey, let's piggyback off what you just said. On offense, name me one Pro Bowler.
Who?
That's
on offense. Name me one Pro Bowl player.
That's not hurt.
Aaron Jones.
0.
There's 0.
Aaron
Pro
Jones
Bowlers.
is so far from the Pro Bowl.
Exactly. There's 0 Pro Bowl players on that offense. It's for all the Jordan Love supporters out there.
Also, as much as we want more Aaron Jones, it's not like when he's gotten the ball, he's done magical things with it.
He's not Marshall Faulk. Yes.
It's just that if you're going to give the ball to someone 20 times, give it to Aaron Jones. More good things will happen than if you give the ball to
Breaking news from
AJ
Jeffrey Weimer.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Achilles.
What do you got, Matt?
Cousins ACL out for the year.
Really?
That was Achilles.
Ooh, that
Heard
sucks.
Jeffrey Weimer in the chat.
Oh,
I think it's Achilles.
Wow.
either way, that's a big blow for them because they have a really crap schedule. Could they trade for a quarterback at the deadline? Do they trade for a quarterback? Do they trade for Trey Lance this week?
Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, what do you think of that trade that they should have done with Christian Watson and Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor trade.
Yeah. You know, he was out for 3 weeks on a hamstring. It's like, well, what are you doing? This is every year you're out the first few weeks. For the last year he was too, I think. But
I kind of think like I'm gonna really be hesitant on when I call Jordan Love bad. I'll do it when I'm ready. But Christian Watson, I think he's bad. I think he's bad. I don't think he's good. I don't think any of these receivers are good. I think maybe Reed could be okay, but he must have soft hands if the guy just rips it out of his hands. And none of these guys make catches. Like, I don't know, watching Ohio State, watching Marvin Harrison, the ability to just be able to have the ball in your vicinity and make sure you come down with it. Our guys don't have that. How many balls have gone through like Musgrave's Casper hand? It's like right through him.
Yeah, that sucked.
You're right, Bart.
Yeah, plenty of drops, man. You're 100% right. The receivers are not doing their job, and it's making Love look bad. That's for sure.
Hey, it makes me go back to Devontae Adams and think, man, that guy was good. How good was Devontae? How good was Jordy Nelson? These guys, James Jones, Greg Jennings, all these studs that we had throughout the years, and
remember when we had the best 5 wide ever?
Yeah.
Hold on, Rottweiler, you got a take?
I do. Why don't they take more fucking risks? If you're running the ball, be conservative. Why don't they? They're what are they? 2-6 or 2-5? Why don't you take some fucking risks? Play it.
Well,
like
that's the Matt LaFleur thing. This team is nothing. Like really, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to play for.
Fucking risk. Do the game. Do a play from the Little Giants. I swear to God. You know what I mean? Do something.
Puerto Rico.
Spice it up for the fans.
Well, yeah. The first
big punt.
5 first halves in a row of no touchdowns is ridiculous. You are playing conservative. You're playing scared. You're playing tepid. You're playing timid.
Right. And that
but you are a bad football team.
Right.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Muted, buddy.
hey, I was very shocked they actually blocked a field goal. When did they do
They
that?
blocked the field goal.
1992?
And then Fox shows O'Connell right. It was like, I want to know what's going on with this blocked field goal. What the fuck was going on there?
No huddle the whole game. I like that suggestion.
Yeah, I guess they are taking risk. They're lining up in pistol on 3rd and 1. They're giving the ball to AJ Dillon in short yardage situations. They are taking risk. They are doing really low percentage shitty plays with high reward, and none of them are working.
Did we all think that AJ Dillon was going to get the ball 3 times at the goal line there? Because I did, and I knew they were going to stop him every time. Do something else.
That was
Do something
awful.
different.
Look at this idiot in the comments. He says, "How do I get into the live stream?" Oh,
That was me.
Shit, that was Mike G. Just kidding. I said that.
That's all right.
Oh,
I couldn't figure it out.
Did I teach you that in radio school?
The setup. Well, it's great to have. Where are you, Mike G? Where are you?
I am Franklin.
Franklin.
Greenfield.
All right.
Well, Milwaukee address, but right around there.
See, I've got a Shorewood. I'm in Shore, but I have a Milwaukee address too. And people don't think I'm a true Milwaukee.
I actually thought I saw you one day, but I don't
Shorewood's
think it was
in Milwaukee.
I don't think it was.
Was it in Shorewood or Franklin?
Oh, well, I go to school at UWM, and there's a daycare there that I have my son in, and I thought you were picking up if you were dropping your son off.
Oh no,
But I
he doesn't
wasn't
go to
sure.
that one.
I
We
wasn't
looked
sure.
at that one. He doesn't go to that one. No, it's just another dumb fuck with a fat belly, balding hair, and a red beard. Tim says Gilbert Brown, the gravedigger. Oh, that Gilbert Brown said this 2 years ago on the big unit Bill Michaels show that after the Packers lose Rodgers, it will be a 30-year drought before another winning organization takes shape. That's too long.
That's a bit extreme.
We're not the Houston Texans here.
Arbitrary.
Like it's 7 weeks. Let's wait. It's a big jump from 7 weeks to 30 years.
So with this new structure that they're doing, is it Murphy who's got to fire LaFleur and Goody, or Goody fires LaFleur? Or
Oh, the Jets won?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
After
Ow.
you said the Giants won. The game wasn't even
Yeah.
over when you said the Giants
Yeah.
won.
I did.
Yeah, it was
They won
10
in overtime?
Bart
Yeah.
doesn't know the OT rules.
I was trick-or-treating.
Hey,
And I'm doing this show. I've not really seen much of the other games.
hey, Bart.
All I know is that I need AJ Brown to have as little fantasy points as possible. Did that happen?
No,
Well, I
it
was
did
gonna
not.
say,
No, he looked
He had
great.
23, I think, or 30,
Oh,
something like that.
that was another setup because I have AJ Brown, motherfuckers. Woo!
hey,
Hey,
Well, I have Bijan, and he didn't really do much.
Jordan Love is over from Ryan in the comments.
Silly.
Ken
do you-
says
do you
Mark
think-
Tamura for coach.
Do you think Murphy would do
Spelled it
anything?
wrong.
hey,
with
there
2
were a
years
lot of
left?
boo birds. Whoever asked that, I think if the fans revolt, like we are the fans, we are the people, we have to revolt against this bullshit, not make it acceptable. You know, the old Al Davis commitment to excellence. We as fans, as consumers, shouldn't go to this bullshit game and watch this nonsense. The Vikings take the stadium over. It was awful. The boo birds are out, and they should get booed. I'm not Mr. Boo, the team guy, but what they put out there, that product as entertainment, and you guys were talking about, I forgot who said it, might have been you, Mike G. Make the game entertaining. Yeah, make the
I
game
said that.
entertaining.
No,
I
it's-
said that. I
Okay.
said that. The video game guy.
The
And
video
that
game
needs to
guy.
be fucking entertaining, dude.
Make the game entertaining and lose. I
Like
can
for
live with
basic people to even watch and consume, I want to see some cool shit.
Right.
Honestly,
I
wanna see
fly 1,000. You're right, Mike.
some,
You're right.
some
Mr.
good
Video Game
football,
Guy.
dude. I don't want to see this pass off, handoff, get tackled in 2 feet. Bullshit. Like get your
Bummer.
defense up.
Well, and the
Best-
video
best
guys,
pick of the day.
video game
Oh.
guys got a good point here.
Thank
Because
you, Brian.
the announcers were saying that there was a play where they lined up AJ Dillon, probably, I think it was shotgun. And you knew they were just going to run it right up the middle. It was a 1st and 10, and it was a 1-yard gain. And people started booing, and I was booing. And then the announcers were like, "Why are the fans booing? I don't get it." And someone was like, "Why are you booing?" And I was like, "Because they're running a fucking, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run AJ Dillon for a
This is
fucking
AJ
yard."
Dillon.
Austin, you
AJ
booed from
Dillon
there.
is getting booed.
I'm booing from my
the same
house.
way
Yeah.
that Jesse Winker was getting booed.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've booed before. I'm originally from Green Bay, and I went to a Jets game with a buddy of mine, and we were booing because it was Chad Pennington was just destroying
Chad
the Packers.
Pennington.
It was like
People
35
forget.
nothing at halftime or something like that. It was terrible.
Wasn't that a year we could have got the number 1 seed?
Chad
then the
Pennington,
shitty
what was
Jets
that?
beat us.
05 or
That
something?
was way back. That was like
Last year, Mike.
no, I
Sherman.
was. It had to be 09 or 10 or something like that. I thought it was.
I got some comments here from Ryan Horvat. He says, "Bring back Rodgers, bring back McCarthy."
Bring
I
back
would
Favre.
kill-
Hey,
I
bring
would-
back
I would
Horvat.
kill
Get
for
him in
McCarthy.
here. I'll hop out if Horvat hops in.
No,
Get that
he didn't
son of a
want to.
bitch in here.
He said he's applying for jobs. He lost
He's
a lot of
probably
money.
wasted from his bets. I was gonna say some of his bets he made on your show were a little.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Woo, Horvey, not the streak of 2020 this year, buddy.
I have
Bart,
one bet
Bart,
left.
who's your NFC favorite right now, Bart? I'm watching the Niners get tore up again by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Noah Herron was our leading receiver.
Who's your
Noah
favorite?
Herron? Tony, I think it's the Eagles.
Yeah, I can't disagree
The
with you.
Eagles and the Niners and the Lions will be the 1, 2, and 3 seed. I don't know. Niners, they're losing right now. You say?
They're on the goal line.
Joe Burrow got a TD.
All right.
Did he?
Well, whatever. This airs Monday, so it doesn't matter. Here's one from Shane. Did you guys all just go quiet? You guys were all like talking over each other for minutes at a time, and then everyone just went dead
No,
quiet.
that was just Tony.
Okay, I thought like maybe the signal got shitty again. Shane says Jordan Love is fucking fine. Anyone who thinks differently is not watching what's
I think
going
he's
on.
fine. I think it's the coaching. What's
I
up
think
with
he's
this,
far
Clemens?
from the top of the leaderboard.
Wasn't Tom Clements like the best QB coach with Favre or Rodgers?
Yes.
And what is he doing?
Nothing. Who?
He's like 75, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Let the man retire, or whatever the hell he's doing. Let him be.
What else here? Matt LaFleur is a timid guy that reflects on the whole team. This loser needs to go.
Oh, speaking of a timid guy, can I bitch?
Yeah.
All right, Jair Alexander.
Oh my gosh.
His ability to avoid any contact, it's just incredible. Like Nixon's coming in and hitting guys, and you see Jair 5 years back, like, oh yeah, I would have got him. And in the exact same scenario, when Jair is like second in contact, he grabs the guy, spins around his body like he's going to throw him down, doesn't throw him down at all, and waits for somebody else to come hit him. The guy is absent on the field. I saw somebody put a poll out there, bigger waste of money, Jair or Bakhtiari. At least Bakhtiari wants to play. Jair, I'm so sick of that guy. I'm done with him.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, maybe that's something I'll do this week. Who like who's even going to be on this team next year?
I don't know, but you can
Jordan
fucking
Love.
trade. You can trade Jair. You can get rid of Campbell if you want. I don't care. Doesn't matter. But Jair needs to go.
The new tackling, I didn't know was
Trade Gary.
just driving your shoulder into the guy, and hopefully he goes down. Because I don't see anybody tackling.
All right, I'm going to play a Carl's Place voicemail that I got at halftime.
Beautiful. I'm going to grab a beer.
All right. This is from Craig, carlovet.com/Bart. This is from Craig Thompson, our guy. Craig.
Hey, Bart, this is Craig Thompson. I was just watching this halftime of the Vikings game, Packers game. And listen, I love your stuff that you do with Emick. And you guys were wrong the other day. Like, it's not good against the music to go. We need to cut the head of the snake off and go redo the whole system. Murphy needs to go because this is under his lawn. That's a fucking debacle out there. So they got to get rid of. We need to get a president of operations who wants to stash Super Bowls, not build fucking Lambeau land. I could care less about where they're going to put the Brett Favre selfie dick pic booth or the Mark Chimura fucking water park hot tub stand. Let's worry about getting Super Bowls. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't understand. So let's cut the head off and start all the way over. from the from the president of operations all the way down to the fucking training staff. I've never seen a training staff that is horrible as the Packers training staff. So,
Yeah, they're shitty. That's good stuff from Craig. CarlOVT.com/Bart. Let's go 6 wide again. I don't know where Matt went, but here's Teacher Tom driving.
Hi.
Why do you guys, so many of you, join from the car? It's not safe.
Well, I have a dash holder,
Oh, okay. Were you at the game?
but
It's not like Tim Shea holding it with that one.
Yeah. What's up, Tom?
trying to
There was-
decide if I should still be patient and look forward to next season or start getting mad and upset.
There's a little delay with you, Tom, so I'm just gonna cut you already.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. But I'll answer your question. Okay. Sorry, Tom. A little delay. Sometimes when you guys go through the phone or the car. I don't know. I don't know that I've got. Were you guys mad today or sad or? I don't know that I was like. There's a difference between being mad that you're not winning games because you're supposed to be good, and just like resigned to the fact that you suck now.
I was frustrated in the fact that they suck and not seeing progress, especially in the first half. That's more so where my watching experience came from. I was just frustrated that they're not making changes to do anything in the first half, and then they got to be down, and then they'll start playing with a little intensity.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was more upset, Bart, that Matthew Perry died yesterday than this game.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was really shocking.
Wow. Yeah, that sucked.
That's sad. That's sad. This is not sad. I was indifferent with this football game.
Damn, Tony.
My sister-in-law's over
much
today.
hope.
And she's a Bears fan, and I said, "Is this what it's like?" And she hasn't talked to me since.
Has Matt LaFleur become predictable in his play calling?
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur's like Tecmo video games. There you go. Video games. He's like Tecmo. There's only 8 plays that he runs.
The first play is always that super.
All you gotta do is press up and B, and you know what he's calling.
Bullshit.
Right, video game guy?
Yeah, you're talking to the right guy. Yeah. They got to do something, man. Like it's not fucking hard. If you suck at something, change it up. If it's not working the first 15 matches, you gotta pull out the wet willy and let them have it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be talking more video games.
Gotta look at the tape.
Well, yeah, let's start doing shit like that. Let's give who do we play next week? The Rams. Let's give Stafford a wet willy. Let's poke fucking Cooper Kupp in the eyes.
Do something.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want the defense to get off the hook here. We've criticized the offense all day, but they have spent most of their draft capital on defensive players in the first round. And I look at the names, I look at the roster, and I'm thinking this should be at least a top 10 defense, Bart, and they just suck.
I think Goot and LaFleur need to go.
Yeah, Tony, wasn't it 3-10 going into half?
Austin?
Yes.
10-3.
Oh, right. I said it backwards. 3-10. I'm talking about our team. I forget that was a big big debate by Chuck back in the day.
Yeah, well, Chuck's right. It's 10-3.
Yeah, right. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I mean, okay, so they gave up 24 points. That's what pisses me off the most is they had that turnover in the red zone and still managed to give it back.
The point I'm trying to make, Austin, is when you put all your draft capital,
I get that.
This should be a dominant defense, not a mediocre, we're okay defense.
I get that 100%.
And also, they spent a lot of their free agency money on defensive players. Preston Smith. They had Zadarius before that, Devondre Campbell, Rasul Douglas. These are guys that they
Rasul, they did
spent-
not spend a lot on. They got him off the practice squad of Arizona.
No, they did re-sign him though, Austin.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well,
And Devondre they re-signed.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up because I want to go.
Well, Stokes is
fucking
gonna be
not
gone
talk
pretty
about the
soon.
Packers for a while.
We're gonna do a Bucks post game.
Yeah, I'm
We are
waiting
going to
for
do
that
Buck
game.
post game. So let me ask this: on the audio version, should I do the hour of Packers and then Bucks after, or should I post 2 separate episodes?
two,
separate-
baby.
Two.
Get the clicks.
Because I think some people will be like, "Fuck it, I don't want to hear about Packers. I don't want
Yeah,
to
and a
fast
quick
forward for an hour."
15-minute video on video games, I think would be brilliant.
What video game take would you like out there?
Just me and you. We're just gonna talk video games. 50 minutes. We could talk retro. We could talk new news. I think it's the biggest growing sport in the world right now. I think all 5 of us would agree. So I think getting a little bit of that into the mix will be very.
Can I
good.
buy like Bucks gaming season tickets? Do you think?
Yeah.
I should do that.
I'm playing GoldenEye and Super Mario 64 right now. What's your
Are
take
you?
on that? Yeah.
Great games.
How do you guys
The new-
get late? You guys
The
play
new
these video
Mario
games?
is fucking fantastic, by the way.
How is
Really
it that
good
it's
if you got
been
kids.
30 years since GoldenEye's come out and we still have not made a better video game?
You can't beat it. That's why.
Call of
You just
Duty is
can't.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Call
it's
of
still
Duty,
no,
yeah.
still no GoldenEye.
It's better than GoldenEye.
All right. Well, I think I'm just going to tack the Bucks on to this. But on YouTube, they'll be separate.
All right. I'm out of
We'll talk
here.
Bucks later.
Love
Bart,
you guys.
My last comment is when the fan base becomes indifferent, when you don't care anymore, you know you got problems. And that's how I am as a Packer fan. I'm looking at mock drafts. I'm not going to probably watch these games in full. I'm going to follow my fantasy team because it's just not worth my time for 3 hours to watch terrible football. It's not even Mr. Video Game's right. It's not even entertaining. It is hard to watch, and that's not good as a fan base. I think Mark Murphy is going to put Gutekunst on. He's going to be on red alert. It's going to be interesting the rest of this season. If there's empty seats and boo birds, there's going to be a lot of heat on Goot and on Matt LaFleur.
That's what caused Murphy to fire McCarthy.
Absolutely. That's how the fan base has got to fight back. You cannot accept this mediocrity.
All right, folks.
I would agree.
Mike, don't be a foreigner.
I won't. I've always wanted to
Video
call the
game man,
show.
don't be a foreigner.
Don't be a what?
A foreigner to the show.
First time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A foreigner? You mean like a?
That's
What do you
from
mean
the band Foreigner.
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter.
Feels like the first. No, okay.
Holy shit, Mike.
Got a nice
Sorry.
voice.
I try.
His whole body was moving.
Well, my last.
Some guys
take,
get on the first time, they're like fucking shy. Mike's dancing.
we need more risk. We need more good football. We got to do crazier shit. Not running the ball at stupid times. Better. play.
I'm worried about Thanksgiving and how we're gonna look on national TV.
Ooh.
Bart, you
I'd
got-
rather just call it in, mail it
Today a
in.
trick-or-treating day?
I already trick or treated, yeah.
Oh, good for you. All right.
Is that a Spider Gwen cap or is that a wrestler mask? What is that?
Oh, it's Gwen Stacy. You're right.
Gwen. Okay. You look good.
Ghost Spider. Yep.
What did your son dress up as today?
Catboy from PJ Masks.
All right.
You guys.
I don't know. I don't know much about it either.
Okay.
I just know that Connor becomes Catboy, and Amaya becomes Owlette, and Greg becomes Gecko. Together, we are the PJ Mask. All right. We'll talk to you after the Bucks.
All right, Bart.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.